Hello, everyone. Welcome back down here to the bar. We are shooting our 16 bottle battle for our 16 best that we had this past year
2023.
of 2023. And I'll tell you what, dude, the two we just had for warm-ups,
Great.
they could knock the door into this one for next
For
year.
2024, they might be in there.
They might be in the best bottle.
So I did a
2024.
Ezra 7-year for Ben.
Mhm.
117 proof, 7 years old. Beautiful bottle. We did a fresh crack as a warm up, and I actually did steal a little taste of that. And what did you give it for a score?
I gave it like a 7.9, almost an 8.
Almost an 8. I would give that a solid 8. That was a really good bottle. And then what was the one you gave me?
I gave you the Bardstown Origin bonded weeded 6-year-old.
Yep.
Really good bottle. I think this one's much more worth its price point.
What was it? $40?
For 45.
45, and the old Ezra was 80,
Yeah,
which
80
is MSRP.
Yeah. So
That is MSRP. Ben got that out in Idaho at MSRP.
yeah.
So.
The only thing I would think of is I said 60 is what I said for value.
Yeah, you did, and I said 50. Or no, I actually said 55. So it's kind of right there in the ballpark. Yep. I wasn't a huge fan of the Bardstown. I think it had a little bit of a bitter finish. I only gave it like a 6.5 for me.
I think it could have been your first pour of the day.
It could have been that.
Because dude, coming off that Ezra, the Ezra was really good, but
yeah,
that tasted like candy, smelled like an old red canned Coke.
Yeah, it did smell like Coca-Cola.
It had an awesome nose to it.
Yep.
And then the weird thing with the Ezra was it came off super strawberry like on the nose, and then it just didn't really transfer to the palate, which was okay. I wasn't disappointed because it was kind of nice and charry, deep, had some good barrel flavor because of the barrel strength.
And it was barrel mellowed.
And the charcoal mellowed, I think they say on there.
Yep. Charcoal mellowed, is that what it says on the top?
Charcoal mellowed.
Yeah, so it's charcoal mellowed. What I don't really
and sour mash.
I really don't know what that means. Charcoal mellowed, just
charcoal
mellowed,
filtered.
Just mellows in the charcoal, I guess. Yes. But a really good bottle. We were talking about that. Would I personally buy it for 80? Probably not.
No,
me myself.
No, but I think it's a cool bottle. We'll see when it opens up a little bit more.
Yeah,
we'll
for sure.
We'll put it up in some blinds with some other stuff here during the upcoming year. But
yeah, for sure. So we're round 3. 4,
1, 2, 3.
Oh,
well, 3. Yeah, you're right.
Round 3.
Round 3 matchup 1.
Matchup 1. So I got Ben has the Rare Breed versus the Coopers, and the Knob Ryan Store Pick versus the Southern Star left. So we're getting down there. Yeah, and I already know what I'm picking for Ben today. So what do I
got? Keith has 2 matchups. He has the Knobton Woodsmans versus the Coopers. Coopers being the sleeper of the batch.
Yeah, definitely the sleeper.
And then he has the Stag batch. I can't remember what batch it is. He has that one Stag, and then the Rochester Whiskey Enthusiast. Private barrel selection of Russell's Reserve,
which I'm pulling for.
Yeah, it'd be a good one. But I think it's funny that we both have a turkey in the finals.
Yeah.
We both have a Jim Beam in the finals,
and the Coopers.
We both have a Coopers in the finals, which is going to be Coopers. I think is with Williams, Jack Daniels, and Woodford.
Don't ask me. I don't know.
That conglomerate.
Ask Siri.
Yeah. Siri. Don't answer that.
Oh, that's Alexa. Sorry, you don't have an iPhone. So, all right, you want to go first?
Pick first.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. I'll pick yours first.
Okay.
Do you have any preference on what goes in what place?
No.
Good. So I'm not gonna tell you anyway.
I don't care. Don't matter. I did wipe that out.
Okay.
Okay. I'm hiding.
All right. Keith's going to his recliner.
I like this recliner a lot. Oh, you just set this in my garage, I'd be fine with that.
And I think next year the best way to go about doing this is we are going to pick each other's brackets. We're going to each have our own 16 bottles.
Okay.
Because this year we did 16, but they're all the same. Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right.
So I think next year what we do is 16 of our own choosing in each of our brackets, and then the other person picks the matchup as they go.
Okay.
So
we pick for each other.
Yeah, and we can keep the proof similar.
Right.
Maybe even battle off the distilleries. Right. You know, that kind of.
So this is what you were telling me about little change up for next time
then. For next year. Yeah.
So hint, wink, wink. We're doing this for 2024.
Yeah. Well, you got to do a best of, dude. Everybody wants to know.
You're gonna be a busy guy, though. Remember this.
Well, good. I'm gonna need a break.
I'm reading about that EJ Curley.
Oh, that store pick that you were thinking about going and trying to find?
Yeah, I mean, they are really old. They have, their distillery is at Camp Nelson. I mean, they're dating back to 1885,
Camp Nelson, what, they make it a turkey?
I don't know. It's its own distillery, but it's changed names a couple times. So it's renamed from Kentucky River Distillery from 1867 to 1983. So the original E.J. Curley Distillery, number 15, was at Camp Nelson in 1885.
Huh. I wonder if that's on the grounds where the Wild Turkey Distillery is.
Oh, I'm sure it is. So it's at the bridge at Camp Nelson in 1907. That's pictured in the.
So that's right there by Wild Turkey.
Yeah.
The bridge right there. I've been down there.
Right.
So, all right. Well, I got yours poured.
Cool.
And yeah, I put them in the right order for you. Because you keep yelling at me for putting them back in the wrong order.
Yeah, don't put them in the wrong order.
It's fine. I know what one is which. So
did you wipe this out for me?
Yeah.
Nice. All right, I got to make sure I get the right one I want for Ben here.
Actually, I'm gonna grab my phone quick.
Okay. Yeah, do some.
My wife texted.
Do some research on, would you?
My wife texted me.
Oh, okay. All right, I know what I'm doing for Ben. Gotta find it though. Mix them up.
Should be two of them.
I got them. And as always, I'm going to write these down or I will forget, and then we'll have to go rewatch the tape. You want a full little end or a 3-quart little end for the pour?
Yeah, full little.
Full little. Okay, we're going a full. What is this? So a 3-quart ounce?
It'd be 3/4. Yeah.
So this is going to be Ben's Class A. I'm going to wipe these out because the one time I didn't, I think it ruined Ben's Rochester whiskey taste. This is going to be Ben's B. Right there. I'm excited already for 2024 battle after doing this. I think it's gonna
start picking stuff apart.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit fun as like my palate evolves, as my experience evolves. I think it, changes things drastically for me. Okay, I'm gonna put these back.
Oh man, somebody on the Rochester whiskey just lost a Weller 12, pumped it off the shelf, wasn't even open yet.
Come on,
cracked it. Down she goes. That's why I put mine over a carpet.
Yeah. All right, Ben, come on back.
All right.
So we got round 3, matchup 1. Here we go.
All right.
I feel like I usually stand here, and I'm a little cut off, so I'm gonna get a little close.
Okay. That's fine. Whatever you want to do, man.
All right, I got yours wrote down, so I'm not gonna screw it up. All right, so my first glass is my glass A on my left.
Mm-hmm. I'll go with A too.
Okay. Sometimes he gets weird and goes B first. And it's funny because we're like, oh, these smell great. They better smell great because they're in round 3. They're in our final 4.
Yeah, they're literally our top 4.
So this is top 4. Bless you. You have the plague?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a bubonic.
So all these obviously are going to smell great. They're going to taste great. We're really going to have to get like kind of nitpicky now as we're getting into these.
Yeah, and again, this is a this or that. I mean, We've all talked that these ones that made it into our final this year are all high 7s at bare minimum.
Yeah, very bare minimum. Like most of them right now, we're pushing 8.5, and touching on that 9.
There's only a couple that we've talked about that I've kind of regretted not putting in. I think next year that's why we do our own 16 bottles to pick. Because I think we missed some stuff that we liked individually. The way we kind of picked ours, kind of in that bracket fashion. But it was cool to do it that way. But there was bottles that you picked for me that I would have picked for you, vice versa.
Right.
So
it's learning. It's the first year. We'll do things a little bit different for 24. Do it a little bit better, a little bit different.
Right.
I'm going in, man.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Nice traditional bourbon, sweet on the nose with this guy, dude.
Whew. And I say that like I'm surprised by the flavor. It's so good. But then once again, the flavor is right there. This one's high proof. And I say this, but I was just telling Ben, like, at home, I've been drinking John J. Bowman in Buffalo, which is 90. Mm-hmm. So when we were doing our warm-ups, when we were doing the higher proofs, it's like, I think from consistently the last couple of weeks drinking those 90 proofers.
They come off a little hot, maybe.
Yeah. So I think that definitely affected my palate a little. This is like traditional.
That's traditional bourbon out the nose.
Sweet bourbon.
This is super crushable, dude. Whatever this is, you could crush that, man. That's great. That's a great bottle. That's a rebuy all day long, which is almost what we should be saying probably for everything that's left.
Yeah, they're all rebuys. They're
pretty much rebuys.
They're definitely rebuys. Yeah. This one, I'm getting a little bit higher proof. I wouldn't say it's like crazy high. Like I don't think it's like 110 plus. Thinking around over 100. Not getting a lot of complexity on this one, which I'm kind of surprised by with knowing what I have left. Mm-hmm. But, man, these are good pours. This is like...
But how's the linger? It might not be complex.
The linger's there.
The
lingers.
The flavor hold.
On the palate, it's consistent. It's a really good flavor from start to finish. It's
good
really
front to back.
It's really traditional, sweet bourbon. It's not super spicy. It's just, I don't want to say simple, but it's kind of one note of really good flavor.
Gotcha.
Not a huge complexity.
It's not evolving, which it doesn't need to be evolving, I don't think, to be complex either. This is kind of a different, it's almost that frickin' that fresh apple note I get on some stuff, that fresh green apple.
On the as I drink this a little bit more, I'm getting a little bit of the barrel char. Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking this is definitely a little bit older. It's more in the finish. I get some of that barrel char, but then also it's like in the middle of the palate I get the barrel char, and then towards the end is like a really nice sweet finish.
That's super sweet. Okay. This is like
which one, A or B?
B. B is super like confectionery sugary.
Really?
Sweet, dude.
Okay. Ooh, on the nose, this one's like almost fruity.
Don't let me influence what I'm saying. To what you're picking. This one, dude, both of these I would call rebuys.
Okay.
And I'm not going to look at what I have on my list, but this one takes me back to, I think, when I first might have had it, if that's what it is. Again, this is going to be a hard doodle of this or that.
Yeah, and like we said, like we're to the point now where we have to get really nitpicky and kind of pick these apart, which for me is tough just because
these are going to be two tiny tastes back to back, trying to get two more tastes out of these guys to really give them a fair shake. Mm-hmm. I'm actually going to do a little sip.
I think I like the nose on my first glass A better. I'm getting a little bit of almost like a bitter finish. I don't know what it is today. I keep getting this like bitter, lingering bitterness on the finish on my glass B.
Like a tanniny? Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Barrel tanniny, maybe. Mm-hmm. Sometimes that can stick out. And that's a traditional, just crushable.
Yeah. Your flavor. Glass A.
Yeah. Traditional, crushable flavor.
This one to me is like, I know, I think I already have my winner. This one is very different than Glass A. They couldn't be more like day and night different to me in flavor profile. This one is a little bit more definitely a little bit more tanniny. I don't get that barrel. I'm not getting like a lot of sweetness out of that. I don't know what to think about this one. And to think I've had it, I'm like, oh, that's pretty good.
That's it. That A is it. For me, A is the winner. Okay. He comes off way too confectionery today.
Confectionery? I can't believe that. I've never even heard you say that before.
It tastes like an overdone Wheater.
Okay. The nose on this glass.
If that's a Wheater, I would probably put the Bardstown. I would love to put that one in with the Bardstown too. It's almost got an overly wheat sweetness to it.
I don't believe it's a Wheater.
Oh, then it comes off really sweet, dude. Super sweet.
Okay.
But this one's just super crushable. This was delicious.
My Glass A.
That's a rebuy every day of the week.
My Glass A here, the nose is like that traditional vanilla-y, molasses-y bourbon that I'm now kind of go towards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I gotta go. My winner is Glass A. B. I'm kind of stumped with this because I don't remember what's on it, and he just told me what matchups
I did too, but I can't remember either.
I really want to know what this Glass B is because it's kind of stumping me of what it is because I don't remember these flavor profiles.
Even looking at this, I can't tell you which is which for me.
Glass B is like nothing stands out to me. It's not overly sweet. It's not over like barrel char. It's not. It just is kind of mine. Mm-hmm. If that's a Rochester whiskey, which I know it's not.
What makes you say that?
You make me double think myself. I'm not getting that.
Don't pick it based on your gut, man.
Not getting that.
Go with the gut, but not with like the super high predisposition.
Proof. I'm not getting super high proof.
Yeah, but it doesn't drink that hot.
If I had to guess, I would say that Glass A is the Knob and Glass B is the Coopers. If that was my guess. That's what I would guess. So I guessed right.
Yep.
Yeah, so what I'm finding out with this, guys, is you can't look at that. I wrote it down. He's trying to cheat, guys.
I already told you A's the winner. A just is way more nice traditional flavors.
Okay, so I guessed mine right, which I'm kind of really excited about because it's not very often that I actually guess correct. But I'm finding that there's a flavor profile with these that I'm catching on to of all the knobs that I'm trying. Wait, you're looking at the thing?
I'm looking at yours. Trying to remember what mine are.
Oh, okay. I'll tell you. All right. So, to reiterate here, you have Rare Breed versus Coopers and the Knob Rhines versus the Southern Star, which is a harder matchup to distinguish from compared to mine, I think.
I think it's the Knob and the Southern Star.
No.
Is it the Rare Breed then? Obviously, it's a Rare Breed. Is it the Rare Breed then?
The Rare Breed, yeah. It's the Rare Breed versus the Coopers.
Which was the Rare Breed?
Hey.
Yeah, that's an every day of the week bottle.
Yeah. So
that will kill. That should kill 90% of people's blind.
Yeah. So as soon as Ben said that's killer, like I would kill that bottle.
It almost doesn't have that turkey funky.
Oh, I didn't get the bottle.
Spiciness with it. No, that's fine. Sorry, guys, if you can't see these.
I like how you bring mine up.
Yep.
So, anyways, the Glass A for Ben was the Wild Turkey Rare Breed, and the B was the Coopers.
Cooper came off sweet, and the Cooper also came off sweet for you, too, a little bit, you said. On the nose. You said it gets kind of smooth. On the fruity kind of...
Yeah, so the biggest thing with between the two is the Coopers was like zero complexity for me today.
It came off pretty bland.
It
almost had a really sweet note compared to this.
The nose on this was...
And even going back and forth with these, it was...
Yeah.
the sweetness kept coming out in this one over the rare breed. I don't like usually overly sweet. The only exception was that Michter's 10 I had.
Yeah.
But that thing is just that's like, oh, man.
So we are sad to see the Coopers go.
Well, I think we should kill it.
I have to drive home.
No.
But we are going to kill it. We're definitely going to have to some way get another bottle of this. But to be fair,
if anybody's watching this in a different state and wants to send us one of these,
get us.
Speaking of that, speaking about sending,
it's a great bottle.
This is my idea for Christmas, and Keith doesn't know yet, but he's got his Christmas present coming.
Oh, so you lied to me.
What's that?
Why you needed my address?
Well, no, I'm going to hand deliver that.
Okay.
No, because you can't send alcohol in the mail.
Oh, you can. You just don't tell anyone.
You can't send it in the mail.
Oh, snail mail.
Yeah. You can drop it on people's doorsteps. So
you know where I live.
So we are going to give away. We're going to talk about this on the podcast as well coming up. We are going to be giving away a 12 Days of Christmas whiskey sampler to one lucky viewer.
Cool.
So, and you won't know what's in it. They'll all be numbered, and you let us know what number you have. Starting on, and I didn't know this till today when I looked it up. The 12 Days of Christmas actually starts on Christmas Day.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And goes to January 5th. Nice. So what a great way to bring in that new year with a 12 Days of Christmas of a dozen handshakes.
Nice.
So yours is a little bit more involved than that.
Oh, cool.
Yours is a full advent calendar. So you get to try 25 whiskeys a day for the month of December.
Nice. I'm going to be hammered in December.
We're talking 1 or 2 ounce pours. These are handshakes. Go on Amazon, get you these little sampler bottles, cool. Dude. You can write the number right on the top, and I usually write on the face and the top.
Yeah, nice.
Cool. But yeah, we'll be giving away. Might even do 2 or 3. I don't know. We'll do a bunch. We'll do a couple. We'll do a couple of these.
We'll do a bunch.
We'll do a couple of these 12 Days of Christmas for you guys viewing at home. Yeah. So, if you want to be entered in this, like the video, comment, share it around.
Let us know.
Let us know what you're thinking of the content.
Yep.
Share it around to your friends and family and tell us you're sharing it. Stop in when we're at K&M coming up.
Yep.
We got a couple tastings and stuff going on over there the last couple weeks.
Yeah, and always watch the K&M Facebook page. So they've been doing a really good job of posting when we're going to be there, when we're doing tastings, when we're going to be doing live podcasts. So always be on the lookout if you're on Facebook. Follow K&M, follow Old Tin Cup.
Waterproof.
And watch us, and always, man, if we're doing a tasting, come out, say hi. It doesn't even matter if you don't buy a bottle. We just like to see you come out, meet Barb and Mark and Nick out to K&M.
Usually there's good eats to go along with the drink and stuff. We don't know what we're cracking this week.
We don't yet, but it's always a good time. We have a really good time. I think Mark had a good time last time talking to some customers and whatnot. So.
Yep.
If you see that we're going to be at K&M, come on over, even if it's just for a quick visit, do some tastings and get out of there. It's always a good time to see us there and have some fun.
So Rare Breed still kicking for me.
It is still kicking, and the Coopers is done. I'm kind of sad to see it go. I'm not surprised that the knob moved on. This is probably going to be one of my favorites of the year.
And looking back, the only thing right now. Well, so you have 2 single barrels.
Yeah.
You still have 2 single barrels left in your final 3, actually.
Right.
So let's get this. Let's get this buttoned up. So we got the knob tin.
Yep.
For Keith moving on, and then for me moving on is the
Rare Breed versus Rare Breed. So the next matchup for Ben for round 2. Matchup 2 of round 3 is going to be the Knob Ryans versus the Southern Star, which I'm really interested because you've pushed that Southern Star pretty hard to get in there. So I'm interested to see what moves on.
Mm-hmm. And it came back on the rebound.
Yeah, it did.
For the miss.
We had a little mix up and had to redo.
But that's what we talk about with these matchups and these blinds. It can be a one or the other, and it can be one day versus the next day.
You flip flopped, and I did not.
Yep, correct. And you stayed true with that knob. That knob 10 was back to back for you, and that was against the Rare Breed twice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it makes me not want to buy a Rare Breed and go buy a Knob Ryans.
No, that was a knob 10.
Right, but
you knocked out the stag knocked out that Knob Ryans.
Right, but I can go buy our Knob Ryans Monday through Friday.
True. True.
For $60.
Yep. And the other ones that we have an Idaho knob.
We do?
Yep. We have one of those from Idaho. I brought back state pick.
You didn't tell me these.
And then we have two. We have two. One's open. We have two of the knobs from up at Liquor Cabinet before they sold out.
Gotcha.
We grab a couple of those. Cool. I think you can't miss with the store pick knob, dude.
We haven't had a single knob store pick that we didn't enjoy.
Yeah, I would say isn't under an 8.
And
they've all been 8+, dude.
So this is the funny. So I got crazy on the bourbon TikToks, following all these freaking channels on TikTok and trying to educate myself and just learn more things. And there's a wealth of stuff on bourbon TikToks. It's crazy. And whether it's true or not, but you get different perspectives and everything. So it's funny because everyone's going over these allocated bottles. Okay.
Single barrel store picks.
That's cool. For me, I was talking to Ben about this other day. I'm going for the single barrel store picks.
Mm-hmm.
They're $60.
Yep.
Whether it's a knob, whether it's a Russell's Reserve, they're always around the $60 mark. They're typically, unless it's a Craig, they're $100+.
But dude, there's other bottles that these store picks are just phenomenal. That Kelly, the s'mores in a bottle.
So one that I want to try is the Ryan's Bullet store pick.
Oh, they got a bullet pick in now.
They got a bullet pick, so I might have to pick one of those up for.
I haven't been in Ryan's in a while.
Yeah, well, I saw it on the interwebs.
I've been trying to be a good boy lately.
You got
it. It is allocated.
I'm trying to prep for 2020.
It's allocated season, and we're out there buying store picks. Because why? Because dude, they hit better.
The store picks are cool, man,
and they hit better.
Here's the thing with store picks:
you're never gonna get another.
Well, I'm a weirdo, and I like crap that nobody else gets. I don't know why.
This one? Find another one of these. If you find another one of these.
What is that?
That Ruddles. That double cast Ruddles.
That's good.
The one that we were hammering at Finanza.
That's good.
I've been on a tear with this one the last couple nights.
It's a really weird name.
Having a couple pours out of it.
It's like a drunk Russell's. If you were really drunk and tried to say Russell's, I could see you saying Ruddles.
Yeah. So this is the Covered Bridges Whiskey Company. Bardstown, Kentucky. And produced and bottled, so it's their own distillate too, which is that's also something that's really cool. It's not a source product.
Yeah, it's all them. What is that? 116.6.
116.6, and this is batch 1, bottle number 25 out of that batch.
Oh, cool.
So that was really
cool. Where'd you get that from?
This was sitting at a random liquor store down in Naples.
Oh, that same one where you got the little book from.
Yeah, same one where I got that little book from last year, and it was one of them where I went in, I think, to buy a Buffalo Trace. They were sold out.
Mm-hmm.
Back when I was chasing buffaloes and eagles and that kind of shit. No, I just...
So we got to talk about this for a second. So this is one thing I get a little frustrated with on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Okay, Eagle Rare is good. Buffalo Trace is good. All these things are good. Are they worth chasing? No.
They're worth overpaying for?
No. They're not. They're not. They're just
ones.
not. If you can get a Buffalo Trace for $30, buy it.
Yep.
If you can get an Eagle Rare for $45.50, buy it. If you have to pay over that, don't buy it. There are, unless you really want it, okay? Unless
you've been chasing it all year.
Unless you really want one. But there are so many other bottles that you can try or you can buy for less, and they're easier to find. If you have a friend like Ben that has a good selection, you have an opportunity to try these bottles, do it. Because you're going to find these bottles that are better than those other allocated bottles that you can walk into your local liquor store, buy, not overpay, get them for MSRP, and enjoy the crap out of them.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to say that.
And go back and buy another one if you like it.
Right, and I just want to say that because you don't have to chase bottles to enjoy bourbon.
Nope.
To enjoy the experience, to enjoy doing blinds with friends, family, just sitting down on a Friday night having one. I just wanted to mention that. Yeah.
12 days of Christmas handshakes.
Because sometimes it just isn't worth it.
Yeah.
And I think trying the store picks, going over to a buddy's house and trying different bottles, if you have a friend that has a few different 10, 12, it doesn't have to be a crazy amount.
Yep.
Just try them. Give them a chance. You don't have to follow the mainstream media and go for that Eagle Rare, the Buffalo Trace, the Blanton's.
Yeah.
just go try stuff.
If you look at that, the only one of that we just rattled off, the Eagle and the Bowman. Well, the Bowman's not even the Stag.
Yeah,
the Stag. So the Eagle and the Stag are allocated pretty much, and that's the only things. And that's the other thing we wanted to do with our list is have good bottles that are findable for folks. Yeah, and it might be you only find them once a year,
but you can get them.
But you can still find them.
Yeah, you can get them.
You have a couple. You have your good store like K&M, Ryan's. We like Ryan's, too. They have a good selection. There's a couple other little gems, but K&M's kind of our main thing, and they've been really good to us.
Yep.
And we like helping them out, and they ask us to come into the store, do tastings, and look for our suggestions about what to bring into the store, which is also really cool. Mm-hmm. And again, once in a while, we'll be able to get a chance at some allocated stuff, but as does any other customer.
Yeah, I mean,
that's a nice thing about that.
If you support your local store, they're going to be nice to you.
They're going to take care of you.
And they're going to reciprocate your dedication to that store by offering you allocated 100%. Bottles or whatever you want. Yep. So cool. So Cooper's is out. Tin Woodsman.
It's not out for me.
It's out for me.
It is out for you.
And
we'll see if it makes it for me.
Rare Breed moves on for better.
Or actually, it is out for me too. Yeah, we did the same matchup.
It's out.
Right. It's out.
It's out. You already told me that you were going to kill it. It's gone. He's going back on his word. He said we couldn't kill it now.
Yeah, we can kill it. We won't kill it today. Brown Foreman. There it is.
I don't know what that.
Oh, that's Woodford, Jack Daniels.
They make the grills too?
They make the barrels. Cooper's.
No, Foreman. Did you say Foreman? George Foreman grill?
Brown Foreman.
So you put that on the George Foreman grill?
I don't know. I can't tell you.
All right, till next week. What's coming up next week?
Next week the matchup is set.
So I got the Rochester Whiskey
versus the Stag, and that's
gonna be killer. Oh, what? We already said this. The Knob Ryans versus the Southern Star. Yeah, we got to get the batch here because I don't like the one batch and I do like the other batch.
There we go. Here's the Russells. So this is Keith's matchup. And I love how we have different palettes too.
Yeah.
With this.
So the Stag is the 131 proof, batch 18. You even put it on the sticker for me to make it easy.
That's the batch 18. So I want to keep them separate. And then I have the Ryan's knob for me
versus the
Southern Star, which is again another random
bottle. Well, that's what 111.5 proof.
Yep,
that's a good bottle.
Yep, this was good. And again, it's kind of cool that it kind of bounced back on me.
Yeah. So cool. So that's next week.
That's next week. And again, if you want to be entered to get yourself a little advent calendar of handshakes, we'll hook you guys up.
Yeah, let us know.
Let us know in the comments what you think should be put into this.
Yeah,
you've seen some nice bottles here and everything like that. What's some of your suggestions that we have down here at the bar
that you like? You want to see?
Yep, that you would like to see put in a little 12 Days of Christmas special handshake.
What is that? An ounce? Ounce and a half? 2 ounces?
These might be 2s.
2 ounces. So you get a decent little pour out of her.
Yeah, nice. They're handshakes. That's what everybody calls it.
Handshake liquor. Oh, it's in the bottle. I feel like
handshake.
You'd have to
No, it's handshake. Dude.
All right, till next time, guys.
Next time. Thanks for tuning in. If you like it, let us know, and we'll catch you all next time down at the bar.
See you.
See you.